So let's see. Anything else jumped? Well, there's probably more junk in here as well. Look here, there's still more stuff over here. This low gravity area. Why? Why did you put it in here? You're just trolling me. Really? You are, aren't you? Just being a pest. There's low gravity in general is a pain in this game. It's annoying. Hence why I took so long to try and play zero gravity without realising you could turn the gravity on. Anyway. By the way, was this sort of cable thing, was this in the levels before? I don't remember it. But it's a nice feature. I like it. It goes well with the lift. Makes sense. Right then, how are we doing up here anyway? What was I actually doing? What was I actually doing? It was the party bin, wasn't it? The party bin still was spinning around. Oh, I wasn't actually intending to do that, but... Oh, you don't want to go, do you? You're just awkward. Right. Let's go and load some more bodies in, and we'll just throw the whole bodies down the hole. We'll have a session of trying to see which bodies are whole ones, and we'll chuck them down the hole. Whole bodies down the hole. Now, where was the one that exploded? Have I cleared them up already? I think I have. What about you? Are you a whole body? Are you your head's off? That means anything around here. We'll click your. Is that the one with the? Yeah, that's the one with the tokens in it, the PIDs. No. Don't put any rubbish in there. Oh! I thought it said Kristen Stewart for a second there. Kirsten Stewart. Kirsten Smith, sorry. Oh, organs. Organs are coming out. Surprise organs. Not the best kind of surprise. Here we go. These guys are... Why are these guys dressed like this as workmen? Do you know sort of workman gear? I mean, most of these look like biohazard type suits. I guess it depends on what you're storing around here, but most of the stuff you're storing around here, it doesn't really look hazardous. It's like general stuff, doesn't it? I mean, you'd think that... Actually, I tell you what looks better around here in terms of a workman working in a warehouse. It's probably a bit more like what I'm wearing. I guess you're probably quite limited in what models are available, but let's shake it down a bit. In you get. In you go. Come on. Cooperate. That knife's going to fall off later, but never mind. Yeah, that's a shame. The outfits don't look quite right. Maybe there's some other outfits that would have been better for this level. I mean, we used to see in the bodies. I mean, it's very familiar to see those bodies around in these outfits. You just think, oh, okay, yeah, usual bodies for... Come on, for Viscera Cleanup. But really, they don't quite make sense for this scenario. See, I'm being picky now. I've got to the point where I've finished praising the level maker, and now I'm being critical. Not intentional. I just got thinking about it a lot. Okay, we have a bottom in here. Let's get the bottom out of the way. Not your bottom, it's a spare bottom. No. We don't want any more spinny bins, thank you very much. Enough of the party bins. No, we're taking no risks. We're just going to send you down as you are. There we go. And the sound vanishes into the distance. Right, let's remove this grisly mess as well then. Although you're a whole body, aren't you? Which one are you? I don't remember. One of the ones from upstairs. We'll send you down the hole. I'm actually dragging you along the floor, aren't I? Come on, up you get. Oh, are you stuck? Is your leg stuck? The leg is stuck. This could be a problem. Oh no, you're up. You're up and wriggling. Whee! Down you go. I know it's going to make a mess, but that's fine. Don't worry about that too much. You know, I think I'd appreciate the levels more, probably if I understood a bit more about how you make a level yourself. I mean, so I was being only mildly critical earlier about, you know, what the model uniform was and all the rest of it. But you know, it's interesting if you have to learn. Why is this here, by the way? Why is there a lift here? Don't tell me I have to use the damn J-harm. I shouldn't have to. I mean, I wouldn't have thought... Sorry about that. I wouldn't have thought I have to, really, because I've been up the top, unless there's something hidden. And we've not got the sort of level scenario where we're going to have things hidden, maybe. You know, Timothy. Tim. Oh, well, maybe it's just there for scenery. Yeah, so when you have to build a level like this yourself, what goes into, you know, making the map? I mean, you have to set up the initial area, like the borders, and then you have to... I'm working off guesswork here, by the way. I don't actually know. I have to try to do it myself. But you set up how big the area is, and then you set the textures for the wall surfaces and everything else. Then you start to add bits on. Oh wow! So, for example, this pipe here and some of the others. I mean, the pipe has been merged into the wall. I think. I imagine this girder. Maybe the girder has been added and that's been put on afterwards. You start to add things around and make it look right. The features. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, how much of these pipes are built in? Are they part of the texture already, or are they something you have to add? But then once you start looking at these things, I think you probably get another nasty shock about. Oh, that's how much work you have to put in, is it? You know, you don't realise that it's not just slam a few things together once you've got the room the right shape. It's, you know, and even then, apart from anything else, just the spacing of, can everyone get around? I mean, when I was struggling to get an organ away from the back of the bin dispenser there. I mean, with a bad level design, you could easily have done it so that you couldn't do that. You know, it was not possible. You know, you could get an organ stuck around the back, and these sort of things have got to be checked for and tested. You know what's bad about chucking this down? I could potentially splash on the side of the wall, which would be very hard to clean on the way past, but we'll worry about that later. I mean, if it was me, if I was designing a level, what I'd be doing is I'd have an idea in my head already, probably. The sort of thing I come up with in idle moments. Idle moments in the car or on the tube or whatever. If I were to do this is what I'd do. You know, and then I'd probably try and sketch it out in some way. To flesh out... No, you've gone too far. Flesh out the idea you've got into head into something more reasonable. And then, of course, but when you come down to... Which I guess is what concept art... That sort of thing, that's what it comes down to, isn't it, really? That's what people are doing. Is they're having ideas, they're bouncing ideas around about what things might look like. But this being you're working with a set of resources, you're a bit more limited in what you can do. You would have a set of assets you're working with. But the same sort of thing, you're still, you know, and then when you actually come to doing it, you discover, well, I couldn't quite do it in that way. I had to do it slightly differently because of the limitations of how the level works and everything else. I guess with this one, I'll probably have built around the lift and go from there. But it's quite interesting. I mean, it's interesting to know sometimes what sort of process someone went through to make this. Did they just literally throw it together? Was it a matter of, you know, it looks really complicated. In fact, what I did was, I had an idea, I started putting it together, and it actually just worked out really well. Whoa! Glitchy. Or was it something where you had a lot of teething problems and you had to, certain things you had to try and work out? It's interesting, I think, to have that sort of thing. I don't know if mod makers, level makers, have those sort of discussions. It could be useful, I think, because you know, if you're able to tell someone about the problems you faced and the potential pitfalls beforehand, it just helps out. You know, it's a little bit of networking. Which probably works if you've got friends doing the same sort of thing. You're both building levels and bouncing off each other. But I wonder if the Steam Workshop... I'm sure that's what the Steam Workshop would like to be, but whether it actually works out like that, I don't know. Well, that damn bin dispenser is very keen on the organs today. The number of organs it has produced, the number of times it has done it, is a little bit over the top. I don't know what a mechanic is around that. I mean, if it has a certain chance every time, and if it varies based upon anything. If it's happened once, is it less or more likely to happen again? I don't know. Oh, it's a Niff. Get in there, Niff. Let's clean something up rather than bodies for a change. Just for a bit of variety. You can get boring picking up cans and knives. Once it gets boring picking up organs. Come on, no, just the flare. That helpful highlighting again. I don't think you're rubbish again, but you're going in here anyway. No, you're just so awkward. It's an awkward object to put in there. What else is over? Oh, what else is over here? Some rubbish hidden around the back. People dumping their empties and their cans around here. There's animal cages there. I sincerely hope there's no animals in them. No? Anything stuck around the back as well? Someone's been sending a Bundt cake for the post and it's got stuck here. Forever receiving, it's now as hard as a rock. Oh, there we go. Definitely making progress though, we're definitely getting there. There's a lot of rubbish over here. What did I do with the laser last? I chucked it on the floor over that way, didn't I think? Oh, we've got another crate full of... Ooh. Vases, if you like. Let's have a look at these. Let's have a sniff of these and see if they're rubbish or not. I've never seen those before. Oh no, of course I've seen those before. Don't be stupid. Man, you've seen them in the horror level, haven't we? There's some more in there as well. Someone's priceless Ming vases are being sent through general shipping with no packaging material around them whatsoever. The fools! That's what you get when you go cheap. You don't spend extra for your shipping. This is where your containers end up. This is where your precious items end up. Being bounced around by a bunch of hairy-backed thugs in a way. Been very hard on workman today. Very hard on the work. What am I apart from anything else? Yeah, I'm a workman. I'm pretending to be a workman. I'm not really a workman. I'm very much a white-collar liberal wuss. By anyone's estimation. You're the PIDs. Okay. Okay. Don't appear to be rubbish today. Something's over here. Probably the bullet holes, I'd imagine. So the vases, we'll leave the vases. No, I just want to move this thing. I'm not even going to nick any. That's how good I am. A responsible workman. Responsible. Anything up here? Oh, there's an interesting case, though. I might have a look up there in a minute. I'm going to get up there. Oh, I see. As soon as I knocked this down, didn't I? How am I going to get up here? How am I going to get up on top of there? There's a sort of place that someone sneaky would like to hide things, isn't there, really? From here. From there. There's a gap. There's a plank there. I don't seem to get up there at all, do I, really? Let's knock that one down. Just drop from above, shall we? Or do a sneak attack? Spring on it from above. If I can get down there. Oh, what is that? There's a... Ah, here we go. I'm going to be disappointed, aren't I, really? There's nothing good in there. Oh, god damn it. Okay, where was it? Over there, wasn't it? I'm never going to make that, am I? Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's sometimes useful. I'll admit it. Not very, though. Let's try to not crush myself against the material above. Oh, what is wrong with me? I didn't try to jump like that. Jumping in this game can be very strange sometimes. Very strange indeed. You're operating remarkably normally, J-Harm. I am suspicious. Okay, so if I can jump up here without looking like an idiot. What's in here? A load of glasses. No, it's the bullet holes again, isn't it? So glasses... So as long as we don't break the glasses, we should be okay, but I'm not sure. I mean... I guess it depends on the level. Maybe you set that based on the level. I mean, in the horror... In the horror level, the Halloween special... Where's the laser? There it is. You had to get over to the I don't know why I'm making that noise. You had to get rid of the glasses and the plates and everything else. But if you I'll do these while we're here. But if you smash them in the more recent update, you could get shards. And I did get that weird error message where I thought I cleared them all up. And someone said about their dog getting themselves castrated with the broken glass lying around. So I'm not going to smash them unless I really have to. So let's move these things as well, because I'm not really sure how wide the splash is on the laser, but I don't really want to... You can damage these things and blow them up, so let's not do that. Oh, it was going so well. Never mind. I fixed it. It does kind of suggest it's okay, doesn't it, really? Why did you go so high, J-Harm? I didn't ask you to go that high. Fine, whatever. Stupid device. Oh, a whole body for a change. Come with me. I'm not really planning my cleaning properly anymore. I'm just sort of wandering generally around, trying to clear from place to place. Having a distinct plan about where I'm going. You're gone. Good stuff. There we go. Which is probably fine. It's probably a perfectly reasonable method for cleaning around here. Oh god, you just landed right in it, you idiot. Nice to have a whole body for a change, though, a bit easier to clean up. Where's my, who's this? Manuel Maharaban. Announcing Manuel Maharaban with his first time in the ring. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness. I think maybe I should have a break in a bit, because my brain appears to be getting a bit flakier than usual. Yeah, I know. I guess it... Greetings, hand. It can happen to the best of us. Tiredness is starting to set in. I need to have my dinner, I think. Sugar's getting low. That's the reason. That's the reason I'm talking rubbish. If the sugar's getting low. No other reason. Anyone that says otherwise, I'll fight them right now. It's definitely time for a break, I think. When the sanity starts to go that much. Brain is not engaged. Brain is in neutral. Mouth is in full gear. Straight ahead. Never mind the nonsense. Who do we have here? Hopefully more whole bodies, that'd be nice. At least one of them I think I checked over from above, so one of them's pretty Greta. Here's Greta! Nice to meet you, Greta. Come on, Em. Full speed! Okay. That's not going to help, is it really? It's going to make more mess. Where did that come from? Over this way. And who's this? Are you an explodey one? You aren't, you're a whole one. Add you to the collection. 3, 2, and we go. That's definitely going to splash on the wall. I'm just making more mess for myself, really. I'm not helping myself. William Meng the Merciful. After he's been thrown over the edge like that. I mean, I could see it right in front. This is what I mean, see, about the brain is not really working properly anymore. Have you had that in games where you've got to be careful? In games where you've got a bit more careful thought, and you've got to take a bit more time over decisions and not rush something. But you're oh, there's rubbish lying there, look. You're a bit tired, and you're not really... You're still playing, because you want to keep playing the game, because you're having fun. But you're not really in a condition to do it, because you're not being careful anymore. You're not being as careful as the game warrants for you to do it properly. So you start rushing things, and you're making mess-ups. And often the sort of games where... Not like this one, but the sort of games where... You know, everything's got to be precise. You can't make any errors. You've got to be picture perfect on everything that you do. But you know, you're a bit tired, so you're going ahead and doing it anyway. You're just making a mess. That's what I'm doing now, which is why I walk up to a wooden pole, which is right in front of my nose, and I know if I bump it, it will fall down. Okay, and I'd bump it down. Enough now. Enough. I'm going to have a break for a bit. I've had a good session. Off for a break, and we'll try. I'll just blast through and finish this wonderful level next time, next session.